I think what Stephen Harper he really believes in that. I think, to me, Stephen Harper is an ideologue. He's a private market ideologue. Never mind the evidence. If it's free market solution, he'll be for it. I'm not like that. I mean, for me, I'm for what works for the people. If private market worked for the people, I'd be for it. If public market worked for the people, then I'm for it. I'm for what works for the people. For example, healthcare. I don't think that privatizing Medicare or privatizing healthcare is the way to go. There's mountains of evidence that suggests that public healthcare is better than private healthcare, but like an old zombie keeps coming back from the dead. I mean, people nowadays don't remember what it was like back in the good old days when there was privatization of healthcare before Medicare came into being. And but I mean, you go ask Grant, and she'll tell you, back in those days, you got better or you died. Simple as that. But you couldn't afford to bring in a doctor. You had to be, you know, pretty much on your deathbed or spouting up blood before they would take you to a doctor. And I don't think you don't go back in time. So in the case of healthcare, public healthcare works. It's cheaper. You don't have people looking to take their 10 to 15% off the top. You don't have to worry about spending money on marketing. You don't have to worry about padding some executives' pay. You know, public healthcare, it works. I mean, because we're Canadian, we're gonna let Stephen Harper get away with it, probably trashing it, but we need to fight for that kind of stuff. I mean, there are certain things that privatization works for. I mean, selling toasters. Government doesn't need to be in stuff like that. So there are certain things that are too important to be left to the private marketplace, healthcare being one. I think that Stephen Harper is an ideologue. He's committed to privatizing, probably sell the eyes out of his... I don't know, the man, you can't be like that. You have to take what the evidence gives you, not just all the private marketplace is the end-all be-all. Because as we can see down in the States, with the real estate mess, and with all the big financial institutions going belly up, I mean, those are the same institutions that talk about competing out there in the private marketplace in a dog-eat-dog world. And they're all got their hand out now for government handouts. If that was somebody on welfare spending money at the local bar, they'd all be complaining, oh, what happened to the bootstrap principle? But here these guys are making millions of dollars, these CEOs making millions of dollars, and their companies going belly up. What, it's okay to have welfare for big companies but not for people? It's all about ideology. I think Stephen Harper's an ideologue. A failure of leadership. I'm sure he's leading the best way he knows how, but I just don't agree with his philosophy and his principles. So is he a good leader? Yeah, he's a good leader if you value conservative, private marketplace, sell everything. He's a good leader that way, but I don't value the same things that he values. So failure of leadership, I'm sure that they think he's a great leader. I don't. All right, you're done.